Welcome to Intimate with the Infinite, session number 5. Today we'll speak to you about Kotel Experiences. I've been here at the in Yerushalayim at the Western Wall for over 36 years, and there's certain things that stick out in my mind. This one event, on one bright sunny afternoon, comes moseying down Popeye the Sailor Man, which is the way I describe him. He's a man in his late 40s, very muscular, short, tattoos of hearts and mermaids covering both his arms. And with a bewildered look on his face, keeps looking over his shoulder. Here in Israel, we're always cautious about suspicious-looking objects and subjects. So I kept watching him as he's approaching the Kotel, Western Wall, and he still keeps looking over his shoulder. He didn't have a bag in his hand, but I kept watching him, and I followed him, and he came up to the Kotel and kept looking over his shoulders. At one point, he put his forehead against the Kotel, and all of a sudden, the mermaids started to swim, and the heart started to beat, and the anchor started to sink, and his body turned into trembling, like Niagara Falls. And then he turns around and he notices I'm standing there, and he says, "You probably think I'm not Jewish. You probably wonder what I'm doing here." And so I'll tell you the truth. My name is Gershon. I'm originally from Brownsville. I've been a merchant marine for over 30 years, and I went in when I was 17. But I remember distinctly on Friday nights I used to go to my Bubby's house. That's what he said. And she used to feed me chicken soup and matzo balls and gefilte fish. And she was such a loving person. I'll never forget that beauty and charm that she had. But as teenagers would be, I became a teenager and I started hanging out with certain guys. And next thing I knew, I was in the Merchant Marines, sailing the world over with lots of different ethnic groups. And these tattoos I picked up on the different states of being drunk. Now I have a question for you, Rabbi. I went up to the wall. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. That's why I kept looking over my shoulder. And so I noticed everybody else put their head against the wall, so I did as well. But an unbelievable thing happened. My grandmother, who I haven't seen in 30 some odd years, appeared to me, and she starts talking to me, and she says, "Gershon, I hope you're well. I've been praying for you. You never write, you never call. Are you all right? Okay, is everything okay?" He says to me, "Well, what just happened? Was I hallucinating? I'm not drunk. I didn't take any drugs. What just happened?" So I said, "Listen, Gershon, you ever hear of petrified wood?" He said, "Yes." "You know how it works?" He says, "Yes, it's a piece of log, it falls on the ground, and every cell in the log is replaced by minerals, and it ends up looking like a piece of log, but it's really not a log, it's stone, like salami." So I said, "Well, you just walked into the Western Wall where people come in to pray, and for thousands of years, people's prayers have been directed to this particular site. Some people call it the Wailing Wall. It's been recording, just like a CD, has been recording all these prayers wirelessly from people. And your grandmother, somehow you got directed to the spot that your grandmother was sending her prayers to. You walked right into it. And what you just experienced was a playback of a sincere connection that's wireless and is forever." Well, he started to cry again. He said, "Well, what are you doing over there? I saw you standing by that booth there with the boxes and the straps." I said, "Those are tefillin." He says, "Yes, my grandmother bought me a pair. I put them on once for my bar mitzvah for the pictures, and that was it." He said, Can I put it on now? Is it okay with you?" I said, "It'd be my greatest pleasure, and I have to thank God for meeting you and seeing this event, because I knew about this. Not often do I see this. So I want to thank you for sharing with me this very intimate moment." And so everyone should be aware that when you come to the Kotel and you put your head against the wall, it's not stone, it's full of prayers, and it's time to open up your heart and open up that heart of stone and let that stone of the Kotel, which is full of prayers, penetrate and light you up. Thank you.